Hello and welcome to the day ahead. It's Monday, February 9th. I'm Andrew Gagan. Well, the local market is set to rally to begin the week after losing 2% on Friday. ASX futures up around 1.2%. It was risk on global equity markets on Friday as they reversed recent losses while Bitcoin bounced back from its sharp sell-off and precious metal prices also recovered. On Wall Street, the Dow eclipsed 50,000 points for the first time, while the S&P 500 and Nasdaq also surged. For the week, the Dow added 2.5%, the S&P 500 finished almost flat, and the Nasdaq sliding around 2%, dragged lower by a sell-off in tech stocks, with investors concerned that AI could create more competition for software companies and hurt their margins. Well, Amazon ended Friday's session down more than 5% after revealing it planned to more than double its capital expenditure this year. Chip stocks rallied on expectations they would benefit from increased spending on AI data centers by Amazon and Alphabet, with Nvidia shares surging along with Advanced Micro Devices and Broadcom. CrowdStrike and Palantir both rose, with the S&P 500 Software and Services Index adding around 2.5% and ending 7 straight sessions of losses. Caterpillar gave the Dow its biggest boost. Molina Healthcare shares plummeted after the health insurer forecast 26 profit at less than half of Wall Street expectations. And Roblox rallied after the video game platform projected fiscal 26 bookings above estimates. And Reddit fell even after the social media platform forecast first quarter revenue above analyst estimates. And Cboe Global Markets beat Wall Street estimates for fourth quarter profit as elevated market volatility boosted options trading volumes at the exchange operator. Well, the coalition led by Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi has recorded a landslide win in national elections, with her Liberal Democratic Party projected to win as many as 328 of the 465 seats in Japan's lower house. The win paves the way for promised tax cuts and boosted military spending, which have unnerved financial markets. In the US, consumer sentiment has improved, with future expectations steady, while inflation expectations for 5 to 10 year ahead rose to 3.4% from 3.3%. Interest rate sensitive shorter dated US Treasury yields rebounded from a more than 3-month low on Friday ahead of January's highly anticipated jobs report that will offer the next clues on the strength of the labour market. The US 2-year yield rising to 3.5%, while the 10-year rose to 4.21%. And the US dollar index closing down on the day while the yen lifted ahead of the election result. The Aussie dollar is back above 70 US cents. Oil prices rose on Friday, reversing earlier losses as traders worried that talks between the US and Iran had failed to reduce the risk of a military conflict between the two countries. Brent crude futures up almost 1% at $68 a barrel. The gold price rebounded on Friday, helped by bargain hunting, a slightly weaker dollar, and lingering concerns over those US-Iran talks. Spot gold up 4%, currently trading at around $4,960 an ounce. And silver surging almost 10% to beat around $78 an ounce. And the risk-on sentiment has seen Bitcoin climb back above 70,000 to be up more than 11% over the weekend. Well, ahead locally this week, earnings season ramps up, with AGL, AMP, the Commonwealth Bank, CSL and James Hardie among those companies reporting. And today we get December household spending data. Westpac's consumer sentiment for the month is revealed. Tuesday, along with NAB's business confidence survey. Wednesday, RBA Governor, or Deputy Governor, Andrew Hauser speaks. And overseas, US retail sales data for December drops tonight. Wednesday sees the delayed release of US non-farm payrolls for January, along with the unemployment rate. China reveals its consumer and producer prices for January. UK GDP growth for the December quarter on Thursday. And Friday sees US CPI data for January. That is your week ahead. We'll see you again tomorrow.